Hi guys, it's Lita. So I know I haven't uploaded in a little bit, but I just got back from a 2 week cruise to Iceland. And I'm gonna have that video up for you guys. It's gonna take a little editing, so bear with me. But I'm out running errands, and we are outside of Michael's because I saw a lot of people posting that their Michael's has stuff out. So we're gonna go see what they have. I don't think my TJ Maxx will have anything, but since it's right here, we might just like pop over and see if there's anything. But I definitely want to check out Michael's. And I think that's pretty much all we're going to be doing today. So let's see if my Michael's has anything out. Okay, so this is Spooky Town in my Michael's. I'm just going to do a voiceover because I am having a hard time remembering what I saw. But yeah, this is Spooky Town. I would have the audio on, but they didn't have it running. So you guys can't hear like all the Spooky Town noises. I definitely get it. It is like the beginning of July, so lots of people don't want to hear that in the store. But Spooky Town is just so cool to me. It's something that I could never get into because it would quickly become a problem. But all the little houses are so detailed and so cute. Um, I definitely have a favorite, and it is the last house that we will see. It's not really a house though, and but all of them are cute. So this is my favorite, the video store. That is so cool. That is the best building in Spooky Town this year for me. This is like the spooky wreath garden section that my Michaels has out right now. Just all the wreath supplies. I always like looking at these just because they're interesting. They have different stuff every year. That wreath holder is amazing. That was definitely a purchase. It's my first Halloween purchase of this year. I had to do it. It's just perfect. So like these are all the little like terrarium things. That haunted house is pretty good looking, and then just like planters or like lanterns, whatever you would use those pumpkin things for. And the little figurines for the terrariums. So we have the skull planters and the bat planters and the crow planters back this year. I might grab another bat planter or coffin, like glass coffin terrariums. I feel like they did a better job on the maiden this year for like a planter. I don't know. I just think it looks better for some reason. Lots of wreaths. Their wreaths are so expensive. They are really like overpriced. I think you could do a DIY and come out with the same result. Okay, this is the Vintage Spirits collection. This is what my Michaels had out of it so far. Pretty sure this isn't all of it. The dolls are really cute. Kind of a carnival theme. I think these blankets were like $40. They feel like they're pretty good quality though. That's just like a plain striped one. So I wouldn't buy it for $40, but like if you wanted a spooky blanket. But there's some cute stuff in this collection. Not really what I would think about purchasing, although I do like these paper mache buckets. I think those are very cute, especially if you do vintage Halloween. I think those are perfect. And these like soda bottle carrying things were pretty cute too, but very carnival circus. I like the ring toss. That there's supposed to be other ring toss, but my Michaels only had the ghost. These like pumpkins are glass, so that's interesting. They're not plastic. And yeah, very, very heavy on the carnival. These wall plaques were good too. I kind of like those. Very, very vintage feeling. And I do like both of those candy bowls. I think those are great. Oh, that was a calendar. I didn't know what that was. It's definitely a calendar. But yeah, not my cup of tea, but definitely very cute. So if you like vintage Halloween vibes, the Vintage Spirits collection is definitely one you're going to want to check out. Okay, this is the Hallowed Halls collection. My Michaels had some of it, not all of it. I'm sure there's more. These tapestry things are kind of interesting. I'm not sure. I would probably get the dog, I guess. Um, I mean, the wolf is cool too. But like, I think it's AI, so that's kind of like, eh. They had two absinthe themed like canvas art. I think I show the other one eventually. Spooky frames. Good idea, Michaels. You are a frame shop, so spooky frames is probably something that you should carry for Halloween. Michaels has furniture now. They're selling wine racks and stools in this collection, which is kind of funny. More AI art. These bottles are pretty. I didn't test the lids to see if you could pull them off, so I don't know. I was trying not to touch like everything. I did like these candles. The mirrors are okay. They look a little plasticky. It's like more like furniture. Pillows. Uh, this this crow is so cool looking, and it's metal, which is great, but it's like $80. Um, and then I'm glad that they brought those like pillar candle lanterns back because those are pretty good looking. Um, I don't really get the cloches. I feel like they make the items really small in those. This that is kind of weird too. More frames. They do have some good looking frames, but I didn't see how much they are. And that's that haunted house cabinet. I honestly thought it would look better than it does in person, but that is why you go into the store so you can see what it looks like. That spider bowl is metal, by the way, but the snake candle holders are not. So then we got some Venus flytraps. I bought the metal ones years ago. I'm so glad I did. I think these are, I don't know what these are, like dancing plushies. Okay, this is the Mischief and Magic collection. Um, I don't know. This is kind of weird. This is kind of a weird collection. I don't, I think it's supposed to be like hippie and like pastel Halloween, but then there's stuff that like has nothing to do with Halloween. So I do like the jack-o'-lanterns though. I think those are cool, especially the spooky faced one. But I don't get the roller skates or the telephone or the ice cream. Um, I think it's supposed to be like a 60s like hippie vibe plus pastel Halloween. Uh, I do like these lamps though, but they're expensive and they are indoor use only. I think they're like $50. Okay, I think this magician stuff is part of the Bound by Magic collection, but I can't see where it is on Michael's website. I don't see any of these items in the Bound by Magic collection, so I don't know. I do like these chain candelabras. $30. I don't know. I guess that's not bad. They are cool looking though. I think that's probably my favorite candelabra candle holder thing that I saw at Michael's so far. Um, if you're doing like a magic room theme, this stuff is perfect. I do think the sword cabinet is really cool. I do like that. This is just very different for Halloween. I don't think any store has ever gone like full on magician, but I'm feeling it. I think it's a nice change. The palmistry stuff has been definitely done before, but I think like the magician stuff is cool. I do like these eyes. It's like resin. It's got like a resin inlay to make them like shiny looking. I think they did a good job on those. That is also resin, but it looks metal. And this is just like some weird ass trinket box that like I don't even know what you would do with because that top part doesn't come out. And then like this is more of the 90s like celestial part of the line. But like I said, I don't know if these two go together because I can't find it on the site. But I'm guessing it's all bound by magic. But it was an interesting collection to look at. Okay, so my TJ Maxx had a little bit out for Halloween, just one section, but we love to see it. So I'll show you guys that. There's not much, but at least it's there. And then I want to talk about the two other collections that my Michaels didn't have but are on the website. So we'll talk about that. But you can see that my TJ Maxx had an end cap of some Halloween stuff. The cloches are plastic, but they still look cool. And just some ghosts. And there were two Halloween blankets too, just like the same blankets that we've seen. Nothing new, really. Okay, so these, this is Michael's website. These are all the Halloween collections that they have so far. So this is hallowed, what's it called? It doesn't have the name of the collection on here, which is kind of crazy. Like, how are you supposed to know? Um, Bound by Magic, which we saw, Mischief and Magic, which we saw, and then they don't tell you the name of these other two, but this is the witchy one, so we'll look at this one. Okay, Conjuring Nightfall. Kind of crazy they don't have the title on the first page, but anyways, so this is the witchy line. Um, this mirror could be interesting. I don't like the mini shelves that they do. Don't really care for those. They're very small. It doesn't make sense to me. The witch statue's kind of cool. Another canvas witch painting for people that collect those. I do like this bat pillar candle holder. Oh, we have two canvases. Do they always do two canvases? Oh, this is the light up one because this other one doesn't have a battery pack. I do like these. This like wall art with like the snake and the crow and the bat and the spider. This this skeleton key cloche is actually kind of interesting looking too. But that would be like an in-store item. You would have to see if this is glass. Then it would probably be a pretty good item. Um, some signs, but this is definitely the witchy collection. Yeah, honestly, the only thing that I would be really interested in looking at is the skeleton key thing and these, but like I mean, you can kind of see what they're going to look like on the website. I don't think there'd be that much variation within reason. So that is Conjuring Nightfall. My store didn't have any of that, so that's why I'm showing you guys the website. Okay, so the next one that we're going to look at is this Lovelorn. I don't think that's what it's actually called, but Enchanted Romance. This is definitely a different looking collection. It's like Romeo and Juliet theme. So like we had Edgar Allan Poe like 2 years in a row, and like this is like their literary theme because I guess it's like William Shakespeare, but it's mostly Romeo and Juliet. This is interesting. I kind of like where they're going with this. Um, this like heart with like the sword stuck in it. That's really cool. I don't know. See, like, because it says coming soon. Oh, okay. It did actually let me click on it. So I don't know what this is made out of. Let's see. Iron powder coating, MDF, and plywood. Yeah, this you would have to look at in store, I think. But like on the website, it looks super good. But I don't know if it's gonna look like this in person. But this is this is $80 for some MDF and plywood. So just keep that in mind. It would definitely be like a see in the store. It could be like a total Monet in person. But like some of the stuff is just like different. I do like this sign that says "In this world, just us." Let's see what this is made out of. Iron, MDF, plywood, resin. I'm not sure what would be iron except for like maybe the roses are iron. They kind of look metal to me in this picture. So maybe that's the iron part. This is another $80 piece. Uh, this like ornate frame or like what they call it? Folding screen. I'm sure this is very small. Uh, pretty sure like that's not Romeo and Juliet in the middle. I think they just like wait, there's like two people there. There's like yeah, that's a little weird, honestly. Um, $60 for that. Let's look at this mirror. Eh, that's not really anything special. Looks very shiny. MDF and glass. What else do we have? I mean, this cabinet thing is kind of cool. I I kind of like the like scroll signs, like wall plaques that they did in this collection. Um, and this these are interesting, but I think it's like AI art, which like is kind of sad because I feel like you could do this pretty easily without having like AI in this. But this like line is very like Leonardo DiCaprio, Claire Danes, Romeo and Juliet, if you guys saw that movie. That's what this reminds me of, especially these two. But I think you'd have to see this in store as well, just to see like if the face is weird, like are there like weird AI moments going on in it? I do like these like sword plaques that they did, but I just don't know if they're going to look like they do on the website. Tabletop decor. Yeah, this makes me feel like the roses on that sign are metal because these are like the exact same flowers on this candelabra. How much is this? 40 bucks. I mean, it's metal, but like, I don't know, it seems like a lot. Got some scales. This heart thing is cool. But again, would have to see it in person. Those skulls look a little wonky, even on the website. But I like the vibe. This is a different like Halloween vibe because it's got like spooky elements, but it's also like literary. So this is kind of cool. But is it resin? Looks like resin to me. Oh, iron with powder coating. Okay. Um, $30. Doesn't say anything about like resin. This is like a straight up metal piece. I do like this. And then like there's one like random Othello piece. Like maybe they'll put more in this line, but like this is majority like Romeo and Juliet, like they have one vase that has a lot of other Shakespeare's plays, but there's one Othello piece, mostly Romeo and Juliet. Oh, this tabletop decoration. I guess they have a lot of trinkets that have like different Shakespeare plays, like quotes from them. But yeah, that is Enchanted Romance. So yeah, I just wanted to go over the two collections that we couldn't see in my Michaels together just because there are some interesting pieces in both of the lines, both of the Conjuring Nightfall and the Enchanted Romance. There's some stuff I would like to see in person from both of them, so I just wanted to show you guys on the website what some of the stuff is in the two collections that my store hasn't come out with, but I did see TikToks of the Juliet one. So thank you guys for joining me on our trip to Michael's to see some Halloween decor. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel. Follow me on other social media. My links will be posted in the description box down below. Hit that notification bell so you guys know when I upload. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.